What's up guys, so in this video we are going to be talking about 5 things The Last of Us needs for the sequel. Now this is completely opinionated, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think should be in Last of Us Part 2? Let's get right into it. So the first thing I have is an appearance from Bill. Bill and Ellie obviously had a very rocky relationship in Last of Us 1. It'd be very cool for these two to meet up, especially because Bill, Joel, and Tess, we learned, were smugglers in the first game. However, with Tess being dead and Joel staying in Jackson with Tommy and his crew, Bill is the only last smuggler that we know about. And since Ellie is going out to get her own revenge, she will obviously need supplies. So I think these two having a reunion would be pretty damn cool, especially because Bill often talked down to Ellie for being a little kid in the first game. So I wonder, will Bill talk to her like equals now? The second thing I have is more infected types. Now in the first game we had runners, clickers, and bloaters, each having their own challenges and ways to kill. However, I feel now that we're used to these enemies, we need to see more variety and more just challenges overall in the game. You know, you have the humans, but they don't really provide much of a challenge. Some other things that can be infected are maybe some animals. We saw a bear scratch mark in the reveal trailer of the game on a bark of a tree, so possibly there'll be other animals that are infected. However, the main point stands that the infected we have now can get pretty stale pretty quickly. Next up is, how is Joel gonna fit in this next game? Currently, at the time of this recording, we've seen nothing about Joel or his gameplay. However, I still hope, even though we will be playing as Ellie most of the time in this game, I still hope that we will see Joel. However, having Joel play Ellie's role as she did in the first game, like she would distract CPUs or she'd damage them and things of that nature, seeing Joel put in that type of gameplay style will be pretty damn odd and weird, because we know how brutal he can be. In The Last of Us Part 2, Joel needs to have a presence there, an overall presence, but however not kicked down to the point where he's just distracting enemies. We still need to see Joel's brutality. Next is, we need to hear more backstory from the time Tommy and Joel had together. I say this because 2 instances in the first game we learn about Joel's past after the infection happened. We learned from Ellie that he may have been a hunter. When they were together and they were attacked by hunters, Joel told Ellie that he was on both sides. And when Ellie asked him did he kill innocent people, Joel didn't answer, he just signed. Ellie then responded, "I'll take that as a yes," and Joel said, "Take it as however you want." With Tommy, he said that it was so bad that it wasn't worth surviving. So it's safe to say that Joel was a hunter, but to hear more backstory on Joel and Tommy's falling out and things of that nature, I feel is very necessary to further understand the character of Joel and completely flesh him out. Last but not least is if this will be a cross-country game, and that I feel it needs to be. One of the greatest appeals to The Last of Us 1 and why I loved it so much is the fact that these two characters had to go on this very long journey through various locations, various seasons, and in these travels they encountered several people and had experiences with them. Whether it be crazy cannibals like David, whether it be crazy ass Bill, whether it be a harsh stories of 2 brothers, these experiences would have never happened if we didn't travel. Having Last of Us Part 2 being set in 1 or 2 locations brings this sense of adventure all the way down. It brings the overall tone down. You know, I want to meet new characters. I want to learn more about the world of The Last of Us that's not centered around Joel and Ellie. And the first game, I feel, did this absolutely perfect. So I'm really hoping that we get to go cross country again, that we get to see all these other locations, meet all these different peoples, and have experience with them along the way. But that's gonna be it for this video. That's my top 5 things I feel we need in Last of Us Part 2. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.